Welcome to part 2 of the product rules, and here we're going to look at the product rule of positive exponents. So let's first label a couple of things because I forgot. This is going to be example 1. This is going to be example A. This is going to be example B. Alright, so for the product rule states that for any a to the n, a to the m times any a to the n, we get a to the m plus n, which means we add our exponents when they have the same base. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at variables and multiply them together. So in problem 1, or example 1, it says multiply 2y to the 7th times 2x times 8x to the 4th y to the 8th. Now when we do this, we have to make sure that our bases are the same. Okay, same bases is important. So first we need to go through and identify variables that are the same base. So the y to the 7th and the y to the 8th are the same, and the x and the x to the 4th are the same. So what we can do, and what we want to do, is rearrange this because we're actually going to multiply our constants as well. So let's rearrange it. We're going to have 2 times 2 times y to the 7th times y to the 8th times x, and now when I just have one x, it's x to the 1st power times x to the 4th power. Alright, now I'm going to multiply all these together and I'm going to apply my power rule. When I'm just multiplying constants, the constants multiply together like normal, so I get 4 times y, so I have 2y, so I have y to the 7th times y to the 8th, so it's going to be y to the 7 plus 8 times x to the 1 plus 4. When I simplify this, it's 4y, 7 plus 8 is 15, x, 1 plus 4 is 5. Not only are these also now listed in descending order of power, they're also listed alphabetically, which is super cool. Normally we want to make sure we write them in descending order of power, so the higher power first. Let's look at the example A. It says multiply all this stuff together. So let's go find our like terms first. I've got 3w, 2v to the 2nd power, 5w to the 9th, and v to the 4th. So what I want to do is pull out all my same variables so I can organize them together. So w and w to the 9 are similar, and v, which I'm labeling with this really light green, v squared and v to the 4th are also really similar. And then I've got my constants, which I'm going to highlight in this pink color here. My constants just multiply together. So let's rearrange these guys. I've got 3 times 2 times 5 times w to the 1st power times w to the 9th power times v squared times v to the 4th. Now I can go through and multiply everything and simplify it all down. 3 times 2 times 5 is 30 times w to the 1 plus 9 times v to the 2 plus 4, that's a plus, not a times, to the 2 plus 4. And when I simplify this, it's going to give me 30 w10, 1 plus 9 is 10, v, 2 plus 4 is 6. Alright, go ahead and try letter B on your own. Alright, the answer that we should end up with is 30 v to the 7, or 30 w7 to the times v to the 11th power. Also, I misquoted myself earlier. We don't want the highest power first, we want the lowest power first. So it's okay in any order, but traditionally we put the lowest powers first. Alright, let's look at another example to part 3.